Okay, we're going to dive into this love connection because I have the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands coming out together. This could not be stronger of a confirmation of a divine union taking place. This is not only something that you weren't expecting, but also someone that you weren't expecting. It's almost like the glasses have, like, even when you take off the rose-colored glasses, this person is still beautiful to you, as you are to them. I'm hearing that your layers don't scare this person. Like the depths of your love, like the depths of who you are, do not scare this person. This person knows how to swim, okay? This is a King of Cups. Like, this is not someone unfamiliar with emotions. This is not someone unfamiliar with pain. And I'm hearing this person really wants to familiarize themselves with you. There's a lot of truth coming out here, followed by the Two of Hearts. Okay, so there's a lot that has happened in the past with the Tower moment, the Fool card, and the Eight of Swords. There are so many reasons for you to not trust this love. There are so many reasons, like so many experiences that you've been through where you were just let down after let down after let down in love connections, in new friendships, like whatever new loves have entered your life. I'm just hearing they all fell flat. Like I'm seeing flattened balloons, like just nothing was worth it. No one was ever worth going through that heartache and pain for again. But we have the Two of Hearts coming out. This is marriage, my love. This is like this is two people who mate for life. Okay, this is somebody who chooses you as their life partner. This is somebody who comes in and says, you know what? We could really do this together. Like, we could really do this. And the crazy part is that I'm really hearing a lot of consideration going into this connection. Like, this isn't just on a whim. Like, yes, the feelings are strong. Yes, the two of you are strongly desiring of one another, but you're not just jumping into it without a care in the world. No, you're being so careful. And I want to dissect that word full of care. Like, this person has so much care to offer you, and they really do not want to place you in a position to be hurt. And so if you're going through situations with this person where there are periods of non-communication, where you don't really speak to one another, where the energy feels different, like it's shifting, it's because the both of you are trying to work with one another to make sure that you both are happy, to make sure that you both feel loved. Like, I'm hearing a lot of communication is coming in for you. Maybe you haven't received, a lot of communication from this person yet. I'm seeing two big doors opening up. And just like, for some reason, I'm seeing the two of you in a kingdom hall, like the courtroom where the king and queen sit and people come and honor them. Like, I'm seeing the doors open and the townspeople, like the community, starts to come forward and offer you gifts for union, for your new marriage. So again, marriage is so present here. And with the Princess of Wands and the Nine of Hearts, I'm really feeling like you manifested this, because this is ultimate wish fulfillment. This is the card of everything you asked for. Like, look at how in love she is, like surrounded by this love energy. Like, this person has so much love to offer you. Oh my God, when I tell you, like, you have not even tapped into the amount of love that you are going to receive from this person, because again, there's like a bit of a rocky start to this. You might even find yourself in the position where you're like, I really feel this strong connection, but it's just not like physically apparent that this person is with me. Spiritually, nothing has changed. In fact, spiritually, it's almost like the time apart has allowed you to grow closer together. With the Princess of Wands, this person wants to know how to love you. Like, this person wants you to tell them, or just share with them, or show them how to love you. So loving yourself is a really good way to show this person how to love you, because that is how they are going to learn. With the Eight of Wands, the Eight of Hearts, Three of Hearts, and the Moon card coming out, there is so much that tried to get in the way of this connection. I am really picking up on some toxic friendships here. Like, just bad advice, like people who want to weigh in with their 2 cents, people who seem like they have good intentions and like they have your best interest at heart, like people who act like they care, and none of it feels like they are actively trying to harm you. Although I do feel that energy as well. There's like a difference though. The friendships I'm talking about, it's like spirits are working through them. Like, something is working through, like the love is just so good the love between you and this person is so good, and it's only going to get stronger and brighter and better, and it's going to turn into this like raging ball of fire and passion and need and desire for one another. It's like you will not be able to keep your hands off of one another. Talk about honeymoon stage for the rest of your life. Okay, this isn't one of those like whatever relation, like this is not your average Joe relationship. This is Mr. and Mrs. Smith. This is like, I die for you, you die for me, but would you live for me? And this is one of those relationships where you live for each other, where you love you and they love them, so that the two of you can just live in that love energy together. Okay, and like I said, it's going to trigger a lot of people into questioning, you know, am I living the best that I could possibly live in love? Like, is like, I'm really feeling like a lot of people are going to compare their relationships to this connection. And in the beginning, everyone's going to have so many things to say about this connection, because it doesn't look like it's meant to be. Like right now, whatever you are experiencing with this person, like I said, it's not completely balanced out, and people are really like, this makes no sense. Like everyone around you is like, this makes no sense, but you are in this love energy. You have a deeper understanding of this connection and what you two are meant to do together in this lifetime. Five of Hearts, this is someone you already know. This is somebody you are in connection with. This is somebody you are here to build a kingdom with. And like I said, when this marriage actually takes place, like when people actually see, oh, like they made that work, like they are actually in love, like this is true love, everyone's going to be coming forward to want to be in your presence, like even just to be around the type of love that the two of you share. It's really going to trigger a lot of people. It's going to trigger a lot of abandonment wounds, a lot of unworthiness, and people are just going to like question, oh, like now that I see what true love is, am I really in love? This is true love for you, okay? Like this is really genuinely true love. I'm also picking up that like this masculine or this person is going through some things right now, and so there's just a few minor details that need to tweak before the two of you come together. If you want me to dive into your connection to find out what, when, where, how, and why, I offer personal FaceTime sessions, texting sessions, and general emails. You can click the link in my bio, Ace of Hearts. This is true love. This is confirmation right here of true love. The reason why this love connection is going to work, the reason why this love connection is coming in for you, the reason why this divine union is destined to happen is because you understand. You have understanding. You have respect. You have respect for this person. You have respect for the individual journeys that you and your divine counterpart are on. This person is preparing themselves for you, is making themselves emotionally available for you, because they know that they cannot come to you any other way. They see a vision. The moment they met you, the moment they meet you, they will see a vision. They have seen a vision of your future together. Do not doubt your intuition at this time. Do not doubt the thoughts and feelings that you are receiving. In fact, right now, you're being encouraged to rest. Replenish your energy. Take time to care for yourself. I know you hear this over and over again, but genuinely take time to rest right now. Know that you have done all that you need to do for this love connection to happen. There's nothing more you need to do, nothing more you need to give, aside from the love and the energy to yourself. Literally take a nap if you need to. I'm like, you don't need to make this a whole spiritual thing. Take a nap, rest, close your eyes. Stop drinking coffee and take a nap. You are receiving signs and symbols. Ask for signs and symbols that this love connection is happening, and you will receive them. They are all around you. Airplanes flying overhead. Honeybees. What else was it? I believe white lilies. Bird feathers. These are signs and symbols that your counterpart is awake. They know you exist, and they are preparing to come forward to you with a genuine offer, a genuine love commitment. This is like a destined love connection. This is written in the stars, is what I'm picking up on. This is a destined love that has been written in the stars. You have come together in other lifetimes, and you came to this lifetime knowing that you would come together once more. This love connection is abundance. You are both on a mission to bring love and light to this world. You are activating each other. Raise your vibration, and your divine counterpart will have no choice but to raise theirs. You are the guiding light in this. Care and love for yourself. Dear soul, before you leave, don't let this be just another video you watched. Let this be the moment you remember for years to come. If these words have stirred something deep inside your heart, don't ignore that feeling. It may be the very reminder your spirit has been longing for. Right now, speak these words over your life with faith. I am chosen. I am deeply loved. I am not forgotten. God is writing a beautiful story for my life, and what He has promised me will not pass me by. Say it again, slowly. Believe it a little more each time. Even if your heart has been disappointed, even if you've cried prayers that seem to go unanswered, even if you've wondered whether heaven still sees you, it does. God sees every tear, hears every silent prayer, and knows every hope you've been carrying. Your story is not over. In many ways, it's only just beginning. And if this message touched your heart, please don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone you love. Somewhere, someone is fighting a battle no one knows about. Someone is losing hope. Someone is praying for a sign that they are not alone. Your share could become the answer to that prayer and remind another soul that they are seen, loved, and never forgotten by God. If you feel led to help us continue sharing these messages of faith, hope, and encouragement, you can support this ministry through a super thanks. Whether your gift is $5, $10, $20, or whatever God places on your heart, every offering becomes part of reaching another soul with the message they may desperately need today. And from the bottom of our hearts, thank you for walking this journey with us. We pray that God blesses your generosity beyond anything you could imagine, opens doors no one can close, brings peace where there has been worry, restores what has been lost, and fills your life with His perfect love and divine favor. Together, we are more than a community. We are a family of believers lifting one another up, standing together in faith and trusting that God's perfect plan is unfolding exactly as He has promised. There is a kind of love that does not make sense to anyone watching from the outside. Not because it is chaotic or self-destructive, though from a distance, its complexity might be mistaken for those things. But because the most significant connections do not always arrive in the form that is easiest to interpret. They do not come wrapped in clean, legible presentation that makes it simple for the people around you to nod and say yes, obviously, of course. They come the other way, sideways, surprisings in a form that initially looks like the opposite of what it turns out to be. In a person you might not have written into your story if you were writing it yourself, at a time that does not align with what anyone would have planned. And you, standing inside the specific experience of what this connection actually is, have a knowing about it that no one watching from the outside can access. That knowing is real. Trust it. But let's start where this story actually starts, not with the connection, but with everything that came before it. Because the before matters. It is not simply backdrop or context. It is the specific and necessary education that produced the version of you capable of receiving what is now coming. You have been let down in love, in friendships that masqueraded as love, in the connections that began with genuine promise and arrived, eventually, at the particular flatness of something that gave its whole shape and then deflated. You have stood in the aftermath of those endings with a particular exhaustion of someone who gave genuinely and received insufficiently, who opened fully and was met partially, who kept choosing to try again and kept finding that the thing being offered was not quite the thing that had been advertised. Each one of those endings installed something in you, not bitterness. Exactly. Though you have earned the right to that if you feel it. Something more structural. A fundamental skepticism about whether the specific, full, completely real love you can feel the outline of is something that actually exists in the world, or something that exists only in the particular quality of your hoping. And now something is arriving that will answer that question completely. This person is not frightened by you. That sounds simple, and it is not. Because the depth of who you are, the emotional complexity, the full and sometimes overwhelming quality of how you love, the layers that emerge the closer someone gets, has frightened people before. Not because there is anything wrong with the depth, but because depth requires depth in return, and most people you have encountered were operating from shallower waters and found the current of what you carry more than they were equipped for. This person knows how to swim. Not as a metaphor for general capability, as the specific description of someone who is genuinely familiar with emotional territory, with pain, with the full spectrum of feeling that most people spend significant energy avoiding. They have been in the depth of their own experience enough to know that depth is not something to retreat from, that the most real and most worth-having things live there, and they want to know yours.
They are actively curious about it. Not in the way of someone assessing whether they can tolerate it, but in the way of someone who finds the idea of knowing you fully, genuinely compelling rather than threatening. There is something else worth naming, honestly, about where this person currently stands. They are in the middle of their own preparation. Not dramatically, not in the way that produces visible crisis, though there may be some of that too. In the internal way, the working on themselves way. The I understand that I cannot come to you as anything other than emotionally available way. Because they have looked at you, at the specific quality of who you are and what you bring and what you deserve, and understood with unusual clarity that showing up for this connection requires a version of themselves that they are actively working to inhabit. They have seen a vision from very early in this connection, from the moment of genuine meeting or the recognition of what you are to each other. They have access a picture to a picture of the future that they carry privately. A future that contains you, that is built around what you could create together. And that vision edge is not something they are uncertain about. It is something they are quietly, seriously, consistently moving toward making real. And what they are building toward is not a relationship. It is a kingdom. Here is the insight that I think builds everything together, the one that reframes the entire arc of what this connection has looked like until now. The time apart, the periods of inconsistent communication, the distance that has sometimes made this more uncertain than it actually is, has not been working against you. It has been working for you. Not in the passive sense of simply passing while the situation waited to resolve itself. In the active sense of creating the specific conditions in which genuine preparation can happen, in which both of you can grow into the version of yourselves that can hold what this is without collapsing under its weight. Real things, lasting things, require real foundations. And real foundations require time that is spent building rather than simply waiting. The spiritual connection between you has not wavered during this time. If anything, it has deepened in the way that things deepen when they are not being constantly activated, but are instead being allowed to find their own natural and lasting level. What you share is not diminished by distance. It is not the kind of thing that is. There are people around you who do not understand this connection. That has probably been apparent for a while in the advice that doesn't quite land, in the well-meaning concern that feels like a form of doubt dressed up as care, in the voices that look at the external presentation of this and conclude that it doesn't add up. And some of those voices are not even entirely well-intentioned. There is interference here, the kind that operates through the people around you sometimes without those people fully understanding that they are being used as channels for something that would prefer this connection did not become what it is becoming. Because what is forming between you carries a quality of love that is uncommon enough and to provoke disruption in the field around it. But the love is stronger than the interference. It always has been. It is getting stronger. Building towards something that will not be denied. A passion and a desire and a mutual need for each other that will make the cautious, managed, careful beginning feel like a distant memory. The honeymoon energy that is coming will not fade the way honeymoon energy typically fades. It will be sustained continuously by two people who love themselves well enough to keep bringing their best to what they have found in each other. When this union fully materializes, when the unlikely looking thing finally reveals itself as the extraordinary thing it always was, something is going to happen in the people around you that is worth being prepared for. They are going to be affected by it. Not just in the sense of being happy for you, in the more complex and more human sense of being confronted by it, of seeing what genuine love actually looks like when it is lived rather than aspired to, and having to reckon with the gap between that and what they have settled for. Your love is going to be the kind that makes people ask themselves difficult questions. That holds up a standard simply by existing. That makes the acceptable feel suddenly insufficient to those who not previously noticed the difference. You who has been questioning whether the love you believe in is something that actually exists, are about to provide the answer to that question for everyone who knows you. And this person who from the outside might not look like the obvious match, who currently does not present in a form that makes the people around you immediately nod in recognition, has been seeing you fully. The layers that scared others away, the depth that exceeded previous people's capacity, the full and complicated and genuinely extraordinary reality of who you are, they find all of it not just tolerable, but genuinely beautiful. They want to learn how to love you. That specific phrasing matters. Not that they want to love you, which is simpler, but that they want to learn how. That they understand your love has a specific language, a specific set of needs and expressions and forms of receiving, and that getting it right for you is something they are willing to invest in discovering. the best way you can help them learn is to keep loving yourself. To keep showing through how you treat yourself what it looks like when love is done correctly. Your self-love is not just good for you. It is the template. You who has done so much and carried so much and waited so long for something that finally matches the quality of what you have always been willing to give, are being asked to do something that is possibly the most demanding thing in this entire reading. Rest. Not as a placeholder for action, as the genuine, embodied, full permission rest of someone who has done what was needed and can now receive what is coming without having to continue pushing. You have done the work. You have become who you need to be. The invitation to this union has already been written in the stars, as the language goes, but also in the specific accumulated choices of two people who have been building themselves into the versions capable of this. There is nothing more to do. There is only the receiving. The signs are around you. In the particular way that confirmation arrives when you are paying attention, in the small and specific symbols that appear with an unusual frequency, in the quality of certain moments, in the knowing that surfaces in you when you go quiet enough to hear it. Your counterpart is awake. They know you exist. They are preparing seriously, with the full weight of someone who understands what they are preparing for, to come to you with an offer that is genuine and complete and worthy of everything you have been through to arrive here. This love was written before this lifetime. You found each other before in whatever form that took, and chose each other then. And you chose to find each other again. Carrying that intention across however many lifetimes and however many experiences and however much forgetting and remembering, arriving here at this specific convergence of two prepared, awake, choosing people. This is not the love you settled for. This is the love that was always waiting at the end of everything you had to move through to get ready for it. And you are finally completely ready.